Picture a man at a desk made of gold-plated nothing. Fingers hovering over a phone like it's a weapon of choice. And tonight the choice is words. Words that travel faster than missiles. Words that land before the planes do. He types, "We will be hitting Iran very hard tonight." He types, "At some point in the not-too-distant future, we will be taking Kharg Island."
Kharg Island,
Say it slow.
a strip of sand that ships the oil that runs the world.
And he wants it.
Not, we will defend it.
Not, we will negotiate.
He wants it, like a man pointing at a house on someone else's street and saying,
That one's mine now.
he says, much like we have with Venezuela,
Like that's a model.
like that's a brand.
Like sovereignty is a subscription you can cancel.
If the algorithm decides you're inconvenient.
Meanwhile, real radar towers are burning in Bahrain. Jabal al-Dukhan lighting the night sky orange. Smoke curling up like a question nobody wants to answer.
Ahmed al-Jabr Ali al-Salem,
Names most Americans
couldn't find on a map, until they're trending, until they're hashtags, until they're somebody's hometown on fire.
The Fifth Fleet headquarters. Hit Sheikh is a hit Jordan hit.
And from the desk with the gold-plated nothing,
The response isn't
how do we de-escalate?
The response is
We hit harder,
always harder.
like the only language anyone speaks is the language of more.
And then, mid-sentence, mid-crisis,
He pivots
just like that.
from burning bases to 2020.
The election was rigged,
He says on television,
while smoke is still rising 8 time zones away.
in 2024 I really got more.
We made it too big to rig.
You hear that?
In the same breath as war.
He's still running the old campaign in his head.
The bases are burning,
And he's replaying his greatest hit.
he says
We can walk in there tomorrow, it'll be easy.
Then, I don't want boots on the ground. Then,
But if I wanted to, we could put a small group of soldiers and take over the whole place.
I don't know if America has the appetite.
4 sentences, 4 different wars. None of them his to start, all of them ours to pay for. In dollars and lives, in the quiet erosion of whatever it was.
We used to call restraint.
And the cameras keep rolling, and the oil keeps flowing
For now,
through a strait that 100 different powers
all claim to be protecting.
and none of them agree from what.
This isn't a defense of Tehran. This isn't a love letter to anyone holding a trigger on either side of this story. This is just watching a man who calls himself a peacemaker draw a map of someone else's country
In his head out loud on a Tuesday, like it's real estate, like it's Monopoly, like the pieces on the board don't have names, don't have families, don't have mornings they were planning to wake up to.
So here's the question nobody on either team wants to answer.
When the man with the loudest microphone talks about taking an island like it's a vacation property,
Who's panicking? Him? Or everyone listening? I don't know if America has the appetite, he said. Appetite. Like this is a meal. Like a war is something you decide to order based on whether you're hungry that day. Like there's a menu somewhere with countries listed as entrees, and tonight's special is sovereignty, served with a side of much like Venezuela. But appetite isn't the right word, is it?
appetite is what the man behind the desk has, what everyone else has.
The radar operator in Bahrain, the family near Ahmed al-Jabr,
The sailors on a ship in a strait that's suddenly the most contested water on earth.
what they have is an appetite. It's exposure. They're exposed to a
Decision made in a tower,
announced on a phone,
debated on cable news by people who will never see the smoke in person, never hear the sound a bass makes when something lands too close.
And here's the part that should sit with you longer than the headlines do.
None of this started with a vote.
None of this started with a debate in a chamber
where elected people stood up and said, here is why. And other elected people stood up and said, here is why not.
It started with a post
that reads like a threat and a real estate listing at the same time.
We will be hitting Iran very hard tonight.
We will be taking Kharg Island.
We will assume total control of their oil and gas markets. We, not Congress, not the public. We, meaning him
and whoever standing close enough to nod along.
And the bases keep lighting up on the map. Bahrain, Kuwait, Jordan,
allies technically, hosts technically,
now targets,
because they host the pieces that someone else decided to move without asking the board.
Meanwhile, back home, the conversation isn't, should we be doing this?
The conversation is about 2020,
about
2024,
about who got more votes and whether the count was fair. A fight that's 5-6 years old,
replaying like a song stuck on loop, while real-time footage of fire scrolls underneath it on a different screen,
muted like background noise to someone else's grievance. That's the part that should bother you,
not just the threat to take an island,
though that should bother you plenty,
but the order of operation,
the fact that a sitting president
can move seamlessly from announcing strikes on a sovereign nation to relitigating an election in the same 5 minutes, on the same channel, to the same audience, and barely anyone blames, because we've been trained to expect this.
We've been trained to treat foreign policy like weather,
something that happens
to us, not something we get a say in. So here's what I keep coming back to. This isn't about whether Iran is right, it isn't. This isn't about whether the strikes on those bases were proportionate, justified, provoked. That's a different conversation with different facts and different people lying about it on every side. This is about a man who talks about
taking land
the way other people talk about
taking a meeting,
casually,
confidently,
like consequences are something that happened to other people in other countries, on other people's timelines. And the rest of us,
we're left holding 2 screens,
one showing
fires in Bahrain,
one showing
a campaign rally from 2 years ago,
replaying in real time, as if the two were ever separate to begin with. Maybe that's the real headline, not Trump spirals, not Iran strikes 5 bases, but this, the map and the man have become the same thing, and nobody asked us if we wanted to live inside it.